Last summer, a man named Nathaniel Green went missing and was nowhere to be found. Countless searches have been made to find this vanishing man, but about a month ago, around his home located around the suburban metropolitan area of New York, he was found, dead with abnormal marks, and it seemed he was attacked in his home. There were no signs of forced entry or foul play found in or around the house. Thousands of needle punctures were found around half of his body. They couldn't examine the lower half, for it was missing. Amidst the painted crimson walls, they found a black note that showed what seemed to be his final moments. January 1st, 2011. If I shall die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Seems kind of ironic now. Oh, you probably don't know who I am or what I've done. I could most likely be some deranged serial killer who'd love nothing more than to see you choke on a noose made of your own intestines or something. Well, I'm not. I was a normal guy with a more than normal and very dull job that I was stuck in. I lived alone and I was happy with my quaint life. Suddenly, things got weird. I'm not talking about like awkward moment weird. I mean just completely insane. It all started when I woke up about a week ago. Lazily staring at my blazing alarm, I thrusted my body with what little energy I had to turn it off. Then I got myself dressed and headed to my job. I don't have a car, so public transit was my only option of transportation. Walking to my bus stop, I noticed that something that was never there. Silence. Living in New York, you never hear this, so I got a bit tense. I finally made it, but it was, I don't know, empty. No more than 20 minutes passed, and my bus got here. Got a nasty scowl from the driver as I paid the fare, but hadn't done anything that I knew of. As dangerous as it was, I couldn't help but to doze off. I had some weird dream, but I don't even know if it's a dream now. It was about me getting ready to go to sleep, but I was looking through the eyes of another person. Seeing as it was a dream, I was more than happy to play along. Sneaked around, staring at myself, avoiding neighbors and headlights of random passers-by, and I gotta admit, it was fun. This little dog began to bark at me, yapped consistently, and began to blow my cover. After a quick thought, I ran to grab the dog by the neck and slam it on the ground. He tried to bite me, but I shoved a rock in its mouth, chipped a colorful teeth of his. His eyes began to bleed and become infected looking, but I ignored it in the heat of the moment, knowing that the fight would alert everyone faster than the barking. Snapped the dog's neck, let out a low groan, and decayed before my eyes. Creeping back to my house, I noticed I wasn't there. Instead was some figure. He was tall and pitch black. It seemed as if light were being sucked in by his skin. His arms looked broken and his fingernails were nails. 9-inch steel nails, stained with blood and rust, protruded from his fingertips. He had no real facial features, as if it was a blank canvas. His eyes were a soft blue, and he glowed dimly in the dark house. He seemed more lost rather than menacing, like a child searching for his mother in a mall. I guess I lost balance and stumbled, making me fall over some wayward trash can. I looked back at the figure and he slowly turned his head. His eyes quickly changed from soft blue to dark blood red, and looking right at me. I was scared, but I froze. A loud tearing noise came out as he opened his mouth. It was jagged, uneven, but bled profusely as if he was breaking away skin and muscle to open it. The hole contained several hundred rows of teeth that were needles. His bones cracked and contorted, his body making every second more painful to watch. I ran from the site where my legs finally let me, but it bursted through the wall at such an incredible speed. The creature screamed, letting out a piercing noise that sounded like high-pitched dial-up modems and static. Made my ears bleed as I fell in pain. I stumbled and staggered trying to get away, but it jumped on me and forced my head into its mouth. Suddenly, I was awakened by the bus driver, who kicked me in the stomach and flung me out the bus. I don't know what happened. I was in complete shock. Went to a nearby dollar store, bought a cheap little notebook to record my dreams on. My name is Nathaniel Green, and I hope I can sleep soundly tonight.